right, now, my friends, I believe, as soon as I confirm that the stream is good to go, looks like it is. I think we're ready to get into some fisticuffs, man. What do you guys say? We're up on top of this delicious mountain range out here in the middle of Sweden. At least we're led to believe this is Sweden. I really believe it's just the Matrix. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's take a gander at where we actually are. So we're on this, the downside, really the not the lowest end, but the part of the ridge line where this really starts to dip, where you can see the contour lines get closer together, which good on the designers of this game for getting contour lines on the map. That is, thank you, game. Whoever consulted the game design company to say, hey, when you build a map, you should have contour lines that show elevation, right? Because now, like if I'm traveling on this route, I realize that I'm about to jump off a cliff basically based on these contour lines, right? And then I'm going to be running through a valley to get to my next location, which means there may be things on the high ground over here that pose a threat, especially at the tips of these ridge lines, right? These hilltops, the crests of these hilltops, if you will. Yes, I know how to read a map. Uh, and they could be shooting down at us. Now, I am going to try to stick to the woods, so hopefully that's not going to be us, which I think the woods are represented by these lines going across the map here. So hopefully that won't happen, and then we also have to just concern ourselves with what's going to be at what looks like a naval port over here, naval base action. So here we go. We're about to get into it. So you never really think about all of the details that go into making a game. Like just that little stuff that I described right there with the map. Probably had a guy dedicated. How the hell is that death? I'm wasting an adrenaline shot because this game is stupid. I was just singing the game's praise. And then not 5 minutes later, I gotta be like, oh, this game's dumb. Freaking fall damage. Yep, my game studio will not allow fall damage. And I don't care if you fall from space. There will be no fall damage in my games. It just slows the player down. But I'm also not looking to make games that are like simulators of real life that some people seem to be obsessed with these days. We have to make sure there's no HUD on screen because that breaks immersion. Like, I don't care. I don't need to be that immersed. I don't need to believe I'm effing Bruce Lee to play a Bruce Lee game. Like, it's fine. I'm using my imagination just fine, game designers. You don't need to do it for me. In the never-ending quest to make humans less human and to make our technology do everything dang for us. Games. This area though, this snow area is gorgeous though, man. Wow. You got the illumination from the moon at night, light snow coming in. You can hear the crinkling of the grass as I'm running through it. Doesn't get much better than that, friend. Doesn't get much better than that. This is a long ass run. Well, so much for worrying about the hilltops. I'm actually technically on some of the hilltops I was talking about, or one of them, I should say. Unless there's a disturbance in quantum physics, I'm not going to be on two hilltops at the same time. And I was listening to that Alex Jones, uh, Joe Rogan podcast. Some interesting stuff. Some interesting dudes, man. I would have enjoyed just being in the room hanging out for that conversation, man. Just anytime you're around interesting people, regardless of your beliefs, and I don't have to believe what you believe to want to hang around you, man. I mean, if you're gonna hang, hold on, I need to fix my mic. Give me one. Couple of downsides to this. I have the Razer. I always forget the name. The Nari Ultimate headset. Couple of downsides. The audio cable that comes with it is insanely too short. Insanely. Like they're expecting you to be sitting basically 3 feet from your mix amp, which is fine. Who's not doing that? But if you're this is not the headset for you if you're sitting on the couch and you're streaming. You're gonna need some other options. Which I guess the headset could be for you, but you're gonna need another microphone. Because you could use this headset wirelessly. If you absolutely must. But, alas, here we are. Alright, let's check the stream real quick. Wait for my mouse to come on. There we go. Interesting. So, oh, dag nabbit. Those links are wrong. YouTube is a whore. So you guys have been chatting this whole time. And I have the chat window on screen, but that's the chat from the old YouTube stream that I did because I had to start the stream over again. So all you guys are chatting it up. I'm not seeing a damn thing because I'm looking at the old chat box because YouTube's crazy. Right, so let me get the link from this. Hopefully it'll let me change the scene while we're streaming. At least one can hope that's what's going to happen. If not, I could just turn it off. But, there we go. There's the chat. And then I go into the scene, hopefully. Go into the scene. I should just be able to change this mid-stream and it do its thing. Let's see what happens. There it is. Now the chat's in there. Now we're smoking. Alright, the chat says, what's up? Yo, hold on your phone. Like Xbox used to connect to my phone, Windows Phone. I could get overhead map in a game. Yeah, which is very useful. The Wii U did that as well. Thought that was a good use of the giant tablet they wanted you to play with, which I thought was ridiculous. Idara says, I listened to the previous podcast Alex Jones was on. It was crazy. It was interesting, man. I'm about 10 minutes from finishing it. I had to get on a call before I finished it. All I remember was him ranting about clockwork elves from a DMD trip. Just got your email. Cool, man. Yeah, congratulations. So, if you guys didn't hear, Ryan got accepted into that contest he was working on, man, to dig a hole to China or whatever it is he's working on to save the world. Congratulations to my man Ryan. Shouts out to that brother for kicking ass. Love to hear stories of people winning, man. Keep telling them. Love it, love it, love it. Let's switch to pistolas to do this killing I'm about to do. What's up, ho? Leave them humans alone, baby. Where are you running to? where exactly were you going there, champ? You kind of missed the boat. And this guy has a shotgun, so he ain't shooting nobody. Shotguns are not your friend in this game, boy. Like a lockpick situation. Which, yeah, somebody on Reddit said it best. Don't bother investing in lockpicking because most of the stuff that's behind locked doors is not worth your time. I think I've picked one lock where I was like, oh, wow, awesome, glad I did this. Every other time it's been like, word, that's what you made me waste it. Like, I just wasted a lockpick for 4 bullets, basically. It's a gross oversight by the developers, in this one guy's opinion. Alright, so make that, I'm sorry, 76 bullets. I got 80 bullets. But I had to waste one of my very precious 12 lockpicks in order to get those 80 bullets. When the game would have gladly given me those 80 bullets anywhere else. To include on the bodies of these guys. Oh, it wants me to search the truck. I'm like, what? Oh, snap, does it want me to blow up this truck? But that looks like explosives there, baby. There we go. Destroy the machine fuel cell shipment. 1 of 7. Alright, let's keep killing. Now cheating's bad. Oh, y'all want to get into the fisticuffs right off the break, huh? Oh, don't run, hoes! I'm the fastest pimp in the world. You ain't getting away from me. I can catch hoes on foot, in a car. It don't matter to me. I'll catch you, and then I'll kill you. Where you at, ho? There you are. Too busy hoeing. Caught you slipping. All that. Here, I got something for that. Here we go. Did the hacking work? What up, Flames? Really? You somehow magically knew that's where I was hiding. Oh, game designers. Actually, here's something this room is actually good for. Hiding while I switch weapons, because this game forces you to hide while you switch weapons. So there you go. Because I ran out of grenades, so it took them off my fast menu. Man, I re-listened to the Plastic Beach album by what are those guys called? Gorillas? The Gorillas? Una gorilla? Is that both drones, or did the other one fly away? Like the other one flew away, but where? Oh, don't run, man. We were hanging. Look at how much fun we have when we hang out. Don't run away. They won't let me kill you. Oh, don't run, baby. We trying to live together. We trying to love each other around here. All that running. Just trying to love on you, man. How you running? Hey, it's your brother. What's up, brother? Hey, looking scared, robots. Another vision amplifying thing or other. Alright, let's switch out of this sniper rifle. I'm not gonna need that in the caverns of justice. Alright, let's switch back to our machine gun. And actually, let's switch back to our pistol. Because we're gonna wear that pistol out before we do anything. There's. The only Gorilla songs I know are Clint Eastwood, Feel Good Inc., Dare, all bangers. I don't know those. I didn't really get into Gorillaz until well into their career. 'Cause I had heard of them, but I never listened to it. I really should have, because, yeah, they're dope. They are some dope individuals. To say the least. Here's what I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna assume these are all blown up. Not entirely 100% easy to tell that they all have been blown up, because I still see these explosive candidates. Well, I lived through that, so that means they're all blown up. That was gonna be my litmus test for the blowing up of things. I just started a side thing making banner editing videos. Banner editing videos. And profile pictures for people's social media profiles. Hey, there you go. What is a banner editing video? What is that? That sounds very curious. Alright. Is that town called Kente? Like Kunta Kinte? Oh, sorry, it's Cliente. Is it L? Calm down. Thought it was Kunta Kinte, baby. I was like, hell yeah, it's Kunta Kinte. Kunta mother effing Kente, boy. Thought you knew. I sincerely hope the safe house is not inside of that mountain. You know what? Just to be safe, we're going here. Safe houses inside the bunkers are the worst, because they're deep down inside of a labyrinth, which I just put in the review I was making for this game. There needs to be maps inside the damn dungeons. The labyrinths are ridiculous. They're huge in some cases. Like the airport dungeon is ridiculously big. Your flashlight only lights up like a small area, so it's like, damn. Alright, let's see. Hmm. Yes, I can definitely use some more handgun ammunition. 7.62. I'll keep the surplus. Alright, my surplus of 5.56 is also growing, which is good because I'm getting low in 9 milli. And if I run out of 9 milli, we're going to switch to that 5.56. And frankly, I think that's going to actually get better when we switch to that. I think that's going to be a better thing. Oh, snap. Did I do this already? Hold up a second. Let's make sure we got our stuff squared away. Waste. Alright, so we have the assault rifle barrel extension on. Good. So that. That module only works with the longer sights, which I guess is fine. It's not a huge deal. Oh, wait a minute. What's on there right now? Okay, so the wait, the silencer's not on there. What was on there? Assault rifle. Okay, so yeah, I just need to upgrade the barrel extension. That should be that for that. Okay, so yeah, both of these bounce. Now we can recycle the other two. 2762. We on cue. All right, getting to the fisticuffs, baby. All right, where are we heading? Ah, we might pass the bad guy there. Wait, see. Clem says, I've been listening to the podcast, older ones. I'm not done yet, but I want to know, have you done one with your wife and Brian Phillips? No, I've never done one with both of them on. That's the first one I've ever done with Brian Phillips. I did a ton with my wife back in the day, but she didn't really love being on him. She's not as good. Like, she and I are a little bit different in the way that we present. Like, I am much better at just talking. Like, just give me an idea or a topic and just let me talk. She, a couple of times, felt a little bit put on the spot with the questions, didn't have time to prepare, but I do better when I don't have time to prepare answers. Because it forces my brain to find the answers and think and be in the moment and be present versus trying to prepare a whole bunch of material and stuff. So, I kind of, because we go on walks like you guys have seen us do on TikTok, but that's when I would shoot my podcast, and she'd be like, "Can we just walk today? I don't know if I want to do a podcast. Like, we don't have to do anything. Do what you want. Like, if you don't want to do a podcast with me, I'll do it by myself." And then she'd be like, "Well, no, I like doing the show with you." I was like, I didn't say you didn't like it. I just know that this format doesn't necessarily suit your comfort level. You're not as comfortable just talking off the cuff as I am. I'm actually very uncomfortable doing scripted shit. Like when you guys see me do those poem readings, sometimes I have to do like 9 takes just to get that shit right, and it's frustrating, and I don't like it. It's not fun. Like that poem that everyone that knows me for is, it's a beautiful poem. I love reading it. I did not like making the video. I had to do it in chunks. I had to read it way faster than I would read it in real life because I only had a minute to say it. And I'd mispronounce a word, or I'm thinking too much instead of just talking. And so I'd fumble over some of the words, etc., etc. So that type of scripted content for me is not fun at all. Like I've read for commercials, I've done some voice acting for government agencies for some of their stuff in the past, and it's well, the voice acting I did for some of the agencies was actually fun because I got to work with the creative people, and they were always cool as fuck. Creative types in any business, I don't care what the business, they are usually the cool people. They're usually the ones you want to hang out with. So I had fun doing that. They had one of the places I did it. They had this badass studio. Damn, this shit's better than Hollywood. These tax dollars are hard at work. You think having them both would be amazing? I agree. And wait till you hear Brian's wife. Good God, that woman. You want to talk about an assassin? Like when I said what I said about her on the show, that wasn't a joke. Like Christy is not an effing game, bruh. She will bust your ass and make you feel good about it too. Like love on you while she's kicking your ass. Like nobody's messing with Christy, bruh. Nobody. But yeah, you got Brian, my wife, and his wife on a podcast. It'd be over. It'd be the podcast that ended all pod. They'd be like, all podcasting must cease and desist from hitherto forth. The best podcast that's ever been produced has now been produced. I'm gonna Skyrim my ass right up this mountain too. Don't think I won't. Game developers, because you thought it was cool. Put your stupid ass objective up a hill that I'm supposed to find a critical path and run around the woods for 3 hours to find, you whores! Oh, don't think I'm giving up, bitch. I will Skyrim the shit out of this mountain. Don't think I won't. Yeah, let me just goddamn map, because that's what the game designers want me. I'm clearly trying to run up a steep ass ridgeline, so they want me to find this road right here and figure out how to get into the city, because game designers love fucking wasting people's time. Because this is what I want to be doing with my time. Instead of going to my objective, I want to run around a mountain for 45 minutes. God damn, learn from shitty things that other game designers put in their games. Don't do it. Like give the player a grappling hook, something that cuts the time down of me running through this silly ass forest with your mountain. Like always, always, always save the player time when you can. It's got to be a mantra. Like I get to this mountain, I got to figure out how to go around this mountain. Now, if I was playing Death Stranding, I'd probably be a little bit more forgiving of that because the purpose of the game is to find the critical paths. But you also get tools that allow you to do it how you want if you really want to do it. And it looks like I'm gonna be able to get up here a little bit faster than running all the way to that stupid ass road. Ooh, I hear, but I don't see. So I have to go to my inventory, go to my assault rifle because they won't let me store more than 2. Apparently my shoulders are too weak to hold more than 2 rifles. But I can hold 3, apparently in a magical backpack somewhere. I swear to God, I hope this is the achievement for killing these things with a sniper rifle. Like, this type of shit is, to me, bad achievement design. Like, kill a thing with a weapon you wouldn't typically use and do it 40 times and we'll give you an achievement. Like, how about just don't make me do that? How about just don't make me do any of this shit? Because now I'm dead, and fuck it. Fuck is shooting at me now? This guy? Where'd that other damn drone go? I'm trying to... Oh, for God's sake. Can't win. I don't need any other stupid ass supplies, and there'll be 75 other drones at the next base. So I'll just get my 15 drone kills later. Yeah, I wish this game did have drones. Make it a lot less frustrating. Oh wow, that wasn't fall damage? You sure? Oh god, the damn spiders. I feel like in a lot of ways game designers are like, how can we make this thing we're supposed to be making fun the most frustrating we can possibly make it? Like, I think game designers sometimes don't know the difference between tension and just being annoying as fuck. Trying to do an objective and I got attacked, which is fine. I'll do the battle even though it's not going to give me any XP, which I would be incentivized to have these fights if I was getting decent XP from them. But as it stands right now, this fight is just a nuisance because it's not going to give me decent XP. It's going to eat up a lot of my time and my ammunition. And I'm trying to get a damn quest done. Like, you are interrupting the player's flow. That's another thing that I think what the game industry calls immersion, I think is just they're a poor attempt at articulating flow. And like, you want your players to be in flow, right? That state of hyper focus when you're doing something that you really enjoy, and you don't want anything to break the player's flow. I'm in 100%. Do that, but immersion and flow are not the same thing. And I think they get focused on a lot of little tactical things. Like, those spider enemies are head crabs, right? Head crabs are very annoying. I also don't have a crowbar to beat them with, although I can have a baseball bat. Try hitting one of those spiders with a baseball bat. Let me know how that turns out for you. That's why I have not carried a single melee weapon ever in this game, because they suck. Right, so it's just like, I'm trying to do this mission, but then I get ambushed. Fine, but then I'm not going to get a ton of experience points for the ambush, so I'm not incentivized to fight. Oh, and they brought these really annoying head crab spiders too, so it's like, you're just trying to amass enough things that piss the player off instead of engaging the player in flow. So it's like, if I'm the designer on putting the pieces together. Okay, we're going to ambush the player at this point, but we've created a choke point with immersion because we're going to inundate the player with a bunch of annoying things that they can't really get out of. And, you know, it's... I lost my train of thought there, trying not to die because I heard this monster. See, a spider's trying to get in the window. Oh, and we're going to ambush the player, but the player is going to not be thinking about fighting. They're going to be thinking about completing the quest. And fighting doesn't really give the player any real supreme benefit. So the player is going to be incentivized to run from the fight, not have it, or be frustrated. Which now I'm hiding in a building because getting in these fights is a waste of time. But I'm also trying to kill enough of the robots before I go outside. So I don't get blasted. Alright. Done and done. Cryptic rabbit. Oh, for God's sake, enough! Damn it, I'm trying to check my inventory. Oh, now there's a fence keeping me in. You fucking... Oh, goddamn game designers. And of course the fence goes to the edge, so I can't get out of the fence. Fight this guy. Of course, the fence goes all the way to the edge. Of course it does. Gate that I can open. Would be if you weren't being shot at. Interesting, you can shoot through bedrock. Your bullets go through bedrock and still hit pretty hard. It's pretty interesting. Cryptic rabbits in the house. It's going great, man. How you doing? Now are we done? Yeah, I get 1,000 XP fighting 40 monsters. Okay. It's not completely horrible. I mean, it's bad in terms of how much XP I should get for how much stuff I just killed. But so yeah, it's just some things they really could have tightened up with the game. Unfortunately, they didn't. I believe because of resource constraints, and they tried to make a game that had a much bigger scope. They didn't have the resources to pull off that scope. What I believe happened with Generation Zero. Now, I don't know any of that. I don't know anything about this game's development. I'm just making assumptions based upon what I'm seeing in the game and previous experience with games. How'd he go after I blew up? Did it just blow up and disintegrate? Nah, here he is. It's like, come on, man. I know better than that. Rabbit says, good, man. Taking a mini break from work. Literally just done writing 400 lines of code for a game I'm working on. Sweet. Oh, I hope you've been listening to me bitch for the last couple of years so your game doesn't have any of the things in it that I hate about all these games that I'm playing. Or I don't know, maybe it should have that stuff in it because you love that stuff, and that's cool too. Yeah, I would love to host like a seminar for game designers. Be like, listen to me. You'll make a lot of money if you do these things. Stop wasting players' time. You're all terrible at it. All right, looks like we're going on foot. Get to business. I guess I could ride a bike. Game the bike, but the bike's horrible. Just a 2D platformer. There you go. Take it back to the old school. Are there cutscenes? Because you know how much I love those. Tell you what, Sweden is a cool location to do a game, though, man. I give them that. Very beautiful. I mean, if it looks anything like this, I don't know. I have in-laws from Sweden, but I have never actually been there. I guess I could ask my brother. Been there many a time, considering lady comes from there. I want to make a game that's nothing but cutscenes. Oh, you want to make a movie? Okay. Yeah, do it. Just don't release it on a damn console, Hideo Kojima. Just make a movie. Just make sure you put your game on Netflix, Ryan, and then everyone will be happy. Instead of putting it on Xbox or PlayStation. Just put it on Netflix. We'll be good. He says, I'll call it a movie. See, till a lot steeper than it looks when you're on it. It's like the old days cutscene. Just a couple of boxes, text scrolling. Alright, I guess I can live with that. I prefer a game with no cutscenes, but I'll put it like this. I just prefer a game to be great at what it does. That's really all I ask. The only reason I ever bitch about cutscenes and dialogue in games, it's not because I hate cutscenes or dialogue. It's because 99% of them are complete shit. They're terribly written, not greatly acted, and usually not the actor's fault. It's they're trying to work with shittily written dialogue by people who don't write movies for a living. You know what I mean? At least I assume they're not people. And if they are people that write movies for a living, then they're certainly giving their shit to games and giving their good stuff to movies, or maybe they make horrible movies too. I don't know. But it's like if you're gonna do it, just be amazing. Like if you're gonna make the player spend time doing a thing, like this game requires inventory management at a level that's so nerdy and so tedious that I'm actually surprised that it made it into the final production. Like there was nobody on the staff at Avalanche that says, "Guys, this is like going to hell. Why would we make the player do this? This is the worst shit we've ever seen ever in the history of Earth. Like this is worse than Hitler. What are you doing?" Or maybe that conversation did happen, but the money handlers are like, "It doesn't matter. It stays in the game. We don't have time to fix it." What I guess, my guess is what happened is they put this complicated ass inventory system in the game. Really, complicated is not even the right word. Dumb. And then it was they didn't have time to fix it before the game had to launch. And that's what I think this game is. It's we had a lot of really great ideas that we didn't have a budget to do a real AAA game for, so we crammed all of them into a game and then we finished none of them. Like I'm at the point now where I'm telling people in these videos, if you play this game, don't aim down sights. Like that's how bad aiming down sights in this game is. That I'm telling people, just don't do it. Don't aim down sights. Just shoot it. Like aim down sights if you're taking a timed, placed like sniper shot. Everything else, don't. Just point the dot at the thing and shoot because the recoil is so terrible in the game. It's worse. The recoil is like if you gave a person with violent epilepsy a rifle. That's what this game is like. Like a person with epilepsy on the battlefield who's having seizures during fights. That's what shooting, aiming down sights is like. Like watch. You mean to tell me I'm not strong enough to manage that damn recoil? Like to the point where I have to do it in game. I have to actively push down on the. Like, by the way, pushing down on a thumb trigger is not the same thing as stabilizing a shoulder, game designers. Like, that was dumb of you to make recoil and drift so dramatic that I have to correct it with the right analog stick, but I always undercorrect because the strength it takes for my forearm of my left hand, my shoulder, and the forearm of my right hand to hold my 7.62 rifle in place doesn't require the amount of strength it takes me to manipulate this stupid ass Xbox controller. So good on you for trying to make something cool and novel, like controlling drift on a rifle, but no, it doesn't work in a game when you do it like that because you make it harder than firing a real rifle. See? That's not aiming down sights. Let me show you aiming down sights. I'm all over the place. And I'm actively having to push down and I'm missing shots. It's better to just do this. Just do that. Just play it like Half-Life or Doom. In the game, like I feel like the developers knew it because the game even gives you one of the skills that you can level is firing from your hip better. So it's like the game designers knew that their gunplay mechanics sucked. They even gave you a way to level out of it. Anyway, not really even a huge gripe, just an observation I wanted everyone to be aware of should anyone decide to play this game. But I think this game was a host of cool ideas that just weren't implemented well because they ran out of time and money. That's all. Nothing inherently bad about this game. I actually like it quite a bit. It's just supremely flawed. Cryptic Rabbit says, the last game cutscenes I like were Call of Duty Modern Warfare because it looked hella great with RTX on a 2080. I could dig that. Plus, Call of Duty actually, like, this may sound weird coming from a guy who shits on video game stories. Call of Duty's campaign stories are actually pretty decent. Like that, it may sound weird coming from a guy who sounds like an elitist when he critiques it, but it's not coming from a place of elitism. It's just coming from, was this enjoyable to watch or not? Almost every Call of Duty campaign I've played, I've enjoyed the story because it's over the top, it's ridiculous, and it's absurd. But it's we agreed going into this game that that's what this was gonna be. Like I played the one in space, that was freaking fantastic. I love that game. I didn't play the multiplayer at all because I don't do competitive shooters, but the campaign was fun as hell. The space fights were cool. The ending of the story was like, yo, okay, all right. I didn't want it to go down like that, but it was cool. It's like, all right, I didn't like it wasn't the ending I wanted to happen, but it was a cool ass ending. It was like, all right, cool. Yeah. And I just think a lot of game studios think they need to write some Shakespearean nonsense. It needs to be epic and gritty, and no, just make it interesting. That's all it has to be is interesting. And most of these stories just aren't. I mean, you guys saw me playing what's it called last night, Kingdoms of Amalur, and the whole time it was just like, oh my god, this story is. I'm not even listening to these people. Oh, good, more spiders. We haven't had to fight 100,000 of those yet. And let me take care of the damn spiders that this game is freaking obsessed with. Like, when is it enough? Like, when have I killed enough of these for you guys to leave me alone? Like, we get it. You made a spider. It's like a head crab in Half-Life. Ah! We got it. Enough, damn it. Oh wow, they actually use ballistics properly right there. That's pretty cool. I was wondering when you were gonna engage me, bro. I'm just sitting here taking shots at your dumb self. Oh, there. Oh no, your little bombs aren't working. Oh, you got flames too? That's cool. No worries. Go ahead and keep that up. Scooby-Doo. Oh snap! Dana's here. Somebody said hi to Dana. Did I miss? I did miss it. Hey Dana, what's up? Yeah, all is amazing. Good to see you. So let me make sure I got this right, Clem. You forgot a piece of information, and your next feeling is that you're stupid. Don't think that's how stupidity works, bro. Pretty sure forgetfulness and stupidity are not the same thing. That's not even forgetfulness. That's a detail that you didn't bother to remember. I wouldn't have remembered it either. I guess me and you are both stupid by your definition. Because I forgot that I said it too. So there you go. Hmm. Let's get rid of all the ammo. I keep stockpiling all that other stuff. Everything else is gravy. Still loving the soundtrack to this game though. Super dope. And I found me a safe house, which is always. Ooh, about to get it. Cups up here, ain't we? Yes, we are. We're gonna stand back for this. Ready for the fireworks, gang. It's about to go down. All right. here we are. Now all I need to find is one of those. Oh, I'm sure I have one right. We're actually going to use these for what they're good for. Oh, I only have one? Ah! How disappointing is that? We'll have to do it with one. But we'll do it. You, me, gentlemen. The Cryptic Rabbit says, I think it's because so many stories have been told. How do you write new original stuff? Well, the problem isn't you don't need to write new original stuff. Humans are obsessed with the hero's journey because we see ourselves in it. So you don't need to be new. You just need to find a slightly different way to tell the same story. 'Cause think about it. Like all the stories that everybody remembers from anything in history is the hero's journey. Adam and Eve, Jesus Christ, or Yeshua, whatever you want to call him, right? All these people have a hero's journey. So it's not that there's so many stories out there. There's not. There's one story. It's the hero's journey, and the people who win are just the people who like. Think of it this way: the highest grossing across the board movies ever in the history of movies are these Marvel superhero joints, right? So, and you kind of have to look at that weirdly statistically, right? Because it's not Marvel superhero movies are the top 10 grossing movies of all time. That's not true. But there's enough of them and they all perform very well that if you added all of those up and you put them up against anything else, they would annihilate it, right? As like a series or a genre. Those movies, I couldn't tell you a single plot to any of those dumbass movies, but they are fun as hell to watch because it's watching people go through hell to become God and overcoming their demons. That's what every good story is. You're going to go through hell. Down there, you're going to develop strength. And you're going to be able to eventually beat it, overcome the demons, and then you win the game. That's every story ever told. The people who win are the people who tell that story. It's just how good are you at telling the same story? Not, and that's where I think. And honestly, I'm glad you brought this up because you just said something that I think every game designer gets wrong. It's they think they need to do something new to be innovative, and it's not true. That's how we ended up with survival games where you have food meters and water meters and fucking fall damage in video games is because designers had to come up with new shit. Like, no, you don't. Final Fantasy and Call of Duty have been churning out the same dumb shit over and over and over and over and over again, and people go nuts for it. Apple puts out a phone every single year that's not that much better than the phone they just put out because they tell the same story, they're just good at telling it. So what I would tell game designers is actually get good at telling stories. Stop trying to be new. Stop trying to add a new mechanic. Just like make the same game everyone's already made, just make it better than they made it. That's it. That's the game. That's it. Those are the people that win. You know, we've been buying Madden since 19 like let me put this in perspective for you guys. We have been buying John Madden football since 1989. Now I didn't own it back then. In fact, I don't even think I owned an NES at that point because my parents weren't having it. But my point is, since 1989, we've been buying the same damn game, and the fans all say the same thing. It's just a roster upgrade. Yeah, but your dumbass keeps buying it, right? So as a designer, man, I'm glad you said it. It's not about new. Just be good. I played Axiom Verge by Tom Happ. I got a chance to really interact with him while he was developing the game. I got a copy of it for review. Is it terribly different from Metroid? No, they just give you abilities that you don't get in Metroid. It's Metroid, but it's Metroid on crack. It is a better Metroid than the original Metroid. That is how good that game is. But it's still Metroid. That's it. That's it. And that's what I think game designers have been effing up for the last God knows how long is we need to make new and no, stop trying to make new shit because you suck at it. Just make something good, damn it. Just good. Just make it good. Please. That is all we've ever asked for from you hoes. Just make something decent. Why can't I get rid? There we go. Alright. Anyway, rant over. Done belly aching. Let's see. Dana says, good to hear. Yeah, how are you doing, Dana? You doing all right? Cryptic says, like the lore in my game right now, it's a medieval knight who got transported to an alien world and has to find his way back. Okay, good premise for a story. I'm in, and I don't need to know shit else. Just make me shoot aliens in the face until the game's over. That's all I need. That's it. That's all the narrative I needed for your game. Now just make your game awesome. So picture an 18th century knight fighting aliens. Yeah, of course. You're using the Star Wars method, right? It's a Western with laser swords and guns. Or laser guns and laser swords. Of course. Yeah, all in, man. Alright, I'm gonna blow up this can now. Oh, I didn't get both of them? Damn, I didn't even get the one. Really? Yeah, wars. Yeah. Of course the game would crash. But the good thing is the save point is where the game crashed, so we're gonna let it finish crashing. And there we go. Oh wow. I'm sorry to hear that, Dana. That's hard. But 93, what a run. God bless her soul. Well, I'm glad you got to spend some time with your family during that. That's got to be hard to deal with. God bless you guys. Yeah, no worries, Dana. God bless you. I know that's hard to deal with. Just know our hearts go out to you. He says blow something up till you blow up your console. Yeah, oh, this game crashes a lot too. I don't know if I've said that during this stream. It crashed 3 times, I think, during my last stream. To the point where we just stopped playing. It was like, alright, we're done. Let's go do something else. The damn spiders are back? These bastards do not get enough of these effing spiders. Come on, just jump and get this shit over. You're wasting my time. These dumbass spiders. Like, stop it, please. I don't want to fight them anymore. They're dumb. And, never mind. I'm just gonna stop bitching about it because the game designers are in love with it. So let them have their dumbass fun. Switch to rifle. So yeah, I did not get credit for blowing this thing up. Which, oh, it's really sad too because the things that make this game annoying don't need to be things. And I'm afraid that I'm getting because this game also one of the other critiques I'm gonna have for it in the review. It's too long. This game should have already been over. Like it's for what it is. This is about how long this game should be. It's not good enough to be as long as it is. And I think the problems it has are going to get the annoyance is going to keep compounding because you have to fight harder and harder robots, and it's just going to eventually get to a point where it's like, all right, like a game that could have been game of the year material just squandered that opportunity. Bird, my grenades don't work on these stupid ass things. Oops, I should throw lower. There we go. Good morning. Now, should 47 spiders start chasing us now? That's what usually happen in this game. Ooh, fuel tanks too, so watch yourself. This could get interesting. You do get quite a few missions where you have to basically blow up the supply of robots, which I think is interesting. I'm just gonna leave. No, no, we're not. Come on, Chambers. Use your brain. Use your brain. You're in a video game, but the video game's trying to emulate real life, so be smart. It's another thing I think I don't like about video games is that in my mind I'm playing a game in a fictitious place that should not have the same rules as the real world, but designers are more and more trying to make their stuff emulate real life, which I think is not a good thing. There we go. There we are. Only took 3 grenades to blow your asses up. Alright, what now? Blew up everything. Anything else on the map? Huh, I guess we're going deeper in the dungeon. Kick ass. It looks like this dungeon isn't going to make me do the run around. These dungeons are a little bit like Zelda in that you have to find the room that turns the power on, which unlocks the locked doors. Very similar to finding keys. So the structure of dungeons is too terrible in this experience. It could definitely be smaller and less labyrinthian. Is that a word? Labyrinthian a word? I don't know. If it isn't, someone should make it. Alright, what are we getting in this thing here? Pretty good stuff. Cryptic says gonna lurk. BRB. Word up. BRB indeed, brother. Usually a backpack on the couch. Yep. Couch didn't let us down this time. Last 2 dungeons, the couch let us down. It didn't have the obligatory backpack on the couch move. Wait a minute. Do we come from that way? Or that came from that way. What is this then? Totally missed this little operation. Guessing it's outside, yeah. Alright, cool. Now we know the inner workings of the building. Hey, more of our favorite enemy in the game. It's really interesting, so it's just going to drop you over by the door. This door is openable, is it? Hey, it's not right now. I just think he wants every new game to be named Zelda. Interesting. Zelda Halo, Zelda Skyrim, Zelda Grand Theft Auto, Gears of Zelda Warfare 5, Fall of Reach. Fun. With a spider-only survival game. That'd be a really quick way to get me to stop playing your game. Yeah, I knew as far back as the Nintendo 64 that what I like in games and what game developers want to make and what most fans want to play were not the same thing. Like what I enjoy playing, it seems that not a lot of people like the stuff I like. Oh, hit detection sucks too. Like, come on, man, do a player a solid. Don't make me shoot 7 bullets at your tiny ass spider. Just correct my aim. If if I'm that far off. Like shooting a real pistol at that thing is easier than the game makes. What's going on in this wonderful part of the. Yeah, see, these labyrinths are crazy. And by the way, there's no map. You're just gonna have to memorize where you've been, or leave yourself clues. Like I open doors and blow up stuff, so that's how I know I've been somewhere. Oh Jesus! And spiders, of course. Anybody else? He was dead, but still managed to get a couple shots off. That's funny. Like his gun went off after he died. Parting shots. Parting shot. I need to get the quest that opens up the airport. So I've basically done everything you're supposed to do in the airport dungeon, but because I haven't unlocked the quest that sends you to the dungeon, none of the stuff that's associated with the quest will start. So I'm like in the basement hitting the power button. It's not doing anything. It's like, you're not supposed to be here yet. Yeah, I know, but I'm here, so just let me do it. Nope. Come back when you're supposed to be here after you get the quest from somebody's random house. I don't really want to do that. I'm here now. Too bad. So I'm going to play the power game again. So I was wrong. This dungeon is going to make me run around and find the power switch. Open up all the doors. Giant underground room here, people. God, these things see every damn thing, man. Cannot be stealthy in this game. At least not without leveling the stealth abilities. Woo! Dead as hell, isn't he? Interesting set of caverns here. We get inside this fixture. Oh, cannot. Oh man, I thought that was a blueprint. Like, oh, one of them dropped a blueprint again. But it appeared to be the case. Yeah, I thought they didn't have good sights in the dark too, man, but far be it from the game devs to make the game follow its own rules. I feel as though, like, judging by the size of these bunkers, they intended for this game. First of all, I think they probably intended it to be much more multiplayer focused. But I don't think they anticipated nobody liking the game and not wanting to play it with friends, and expecting it to be more than what's here. Like these dungeons don't need to be this big just for me to run around. Benny? Nope. Hold it. Nope. That is not job. Hey, it's our buddies. Spider time. Never get enough of the damn spiders running around. Hey, why don't y'all throw about 70 more spiders down here? I feel like I haven't killed enough spiders today. Excuse me. Yeesh. Scratchy throat. Running round in circles. That's all that I'm doing. But at least they're sexy circles. Oh, snap. You just reminded me, Clem. I need to get this stuff sent out immediately. Stand by, gang. Take a break from the game. Get No, they built this website in Cold Fusion. That's interesting. Alright, I have to pull this up on my phone. So, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm sending out my message about participating in Extra Life to my family. And I'm going to do the announcement on TikTok probably tomorrow. Get everybody to donate. Alright, that takes care of that. I'll make the TikTok announcement mañana. And then we'll ride off into the sunset. Warriors. You wonder if your mechanical keyboard sounds like a smartphone? I don't know. You'll have to test it. Try it out. Anything that goes upstairs, I always assume it's taking us outside, and yes, that's where that leads. Got it. Back out here. All right. Okay, so that's the shorter. Got it. All right. I now have my bearings. Let's go into the abyss. What was the clicking then? That was my phone. That was the sound of me typing on my phone. My phone makes that sound when I type, so there you go. The answer to your question. I hope it suffices. The hell saw me from back there? Ah, the robot, the spider robots with up ho. You know, one of my favorite things about the game, I think it was Call of Cthulhu on Xbox Live Arcade. It was Robert Boyd's game, right? And he's an internet friend of mine, man. Real cool cat. It was either Call of Cthulhu or a different RPG he made. And what I loved about it was you could fight so much in a dungeon to the point where you could turn off the fighting. So it had random encounters, but it had a set limit. So it was like once you hit the number, it was like you could decide whether or not you wanted to keep having random encounters. That's what I wish this game had with the damn spiders. Like I got it, man. I've killed at least. As a matter of fact, I can tell you how many I've killed because they keep a log. Let's see. I've killed. I don't know. 326 of these fart knockers. I'd say that's enough to turn off the damn ticks. Can we? Can we, guys? Can we do that? Can we turn off? Because, you know, one of the things that gets really tedious about RPGs is the combat. Like, after a while, you fight these mundane-ass monsters. And this is just eating my time, because I have to wait for it to attack me, which then I can flank it and hope I can get my pistol to line up with it enough to kill it. Like, how many more times do you want me to do that in the game before I'm like, alright, I've done it, I've had enough of it, thank you, or at this point are you just trying to be annoying? And if so, you're winning, doing a freaking bang-up job of making annoying shit in your games. Yeah, I love that. It was, you get to a certain point where fighting in the dungeon is now tedious because I've already leveled up or did whatever I was supposed to do. Like, let me turn it, let me tell the game, hey, I've had enough of this. If I want to turn it back on, I will, thank you. This has been real. We had a good time with me jumping around fighting your dumbass head crabs that you're so in love with. I'm sure they were like, look, we made a spider. It's like the head crabs in Half-Life. We're amazing. Like, you're not amazing. It's one of the single most annoying enemies ever in video games. And you're proud of yourself for replicating that shit. Like, psychologically, I do feel like big game designers believe that there has to be annoyance built into their games, otherwise the fun won't be as fun. Does that make sense? Like, let's make our games fun, but let's build a lot of annoying shit into them too, so the players enjoy the fun parts that much more. Like the shitty parts, like fighting these dumbass spiders, like it accentuates how much fun the actual fun parts are. Or maybe, maybe this is another one of those situations where I'm a weirdo, where everybody loves head crabs, and I love fighting head crabs. Such a challenge. It's great. Like, if that's you, you're ridiculous, but I respect it. Like, alright, like, cool. Like, alright, respect. You gotta like what you like. I tell you what to like. I want to say Star Ocean 3. If you level high enough, you instantly win. You didn't have to battle. I don't remember Star Ocean 3 doing that, or Star Ocean Till the End of Time. I guess it's a technical name for the game. But it may have. I can tell you, I beat that game with a Game Genie because it was so fucking annoying with the damn how under leveled you were the entire damn game, and the combat was annoying. That game is a mess. And Star Ocean is by far one of my favorite game series. But 3 in particular is. It's a game I'd love. That's a game I would love to see get a remaster and then fix what's wrong with it. Because if they did, it would be the best Star Ocean ever made. It would be better than 2. Because the story's actually pretty cool. Even though people hated the ending, like, what did you hate about it? It was interesting. Like, maybe you didn't like what they decided to make the ending, but you can't say it wasn't interesting. That was actually kind of a cool thing. Like, all right, I guess you're all mad now. Go ahead, send the spiders. Go ahead and dispatch the spiders. We know they're coming. We already know 37 spiders are on the way already. I'm actually surprised his giant munition isn't blowing these things up, as it should be. Until he lights up. There. That's a new 5.56 scam munition. Oh, I leveled up. Look at that. Oh wow, am I really actually out? Or do I just need to go in my inventory and do inventory management? I am actually out. Alright, we're done with pistols. Always had to be updating and upgrading gear. I don't remember, man. I played Star Ocean 3 like back in 2005. So I played that game actually close to when it came out. Uh, I actually did it as part of the RPG club that I used to run on my website. Uh, and I hated it. God, that game pissed me off. Anything you could think of that's annoying in a JRPG, that game's got it in spades. To include killing you if you run out of magic as well as health. and then including an enemy that can actually just sap all of your magic energy in like one hit. Like, who was the genius that came up with this shit? Huh. I imagine this is going to become a thing at some point. We'll kill robots first. You loved 3? Hey, cool. I bet you if I played it now, I'd like it more. I played that game at a pretty dark time in my life, and a lot of my hatred for video games stems as much from me just being in a bad place emotionally, as the game also sucking. Oh, dang it, I forgot to check those other lockers. Schematics. I gotta do that before I leave this stuff. I have something to actually try with these robots, though. I'll be back, man. Don't you worry about nothing. I'll bantan yagek. Wow, nothing back here? Why bother putting the gate? Alright, now, theoretically, what I'm about to do should work. But, shall see. And I need to do it from a distance. It's going to blow me up, too. That should be far enough. Did it work? Ah, dang it. No, it only blew up the first one. I thought it was going to do a chain reaction. But that did not happen. Guitar Ocean 3 had its moments where I wanted to play Frisbee with the disc. See, did you play Parasite Eve? Yes, I did. Or if I remember correctly, in that game you didn't run out of ammo. You just have to choose the type of ammo. That I don't remember, but that sounds about like right. That game would suck if it had ammunition management. Yeah, this game does not need ammunition. It's dumb. Like, no RPG ever needs ammunition because the game's never going to not give it to you. So there's no scenario where fighting without ammunition is going to make the game experience better. All you're doing is making the player feel like he's collecting stuff, he or she. But it's a waste of time. Like, just make the weapons work. Again, if you want to still do reloading, which I also think is dumb, like if this is a first-person shooter, even there, like what scenario are you going to go into where you run out of ammunition? I don't understand why video games use it. Like, why? Like, you're never going to actually run out of it. So, is it just for the mental thing? Like, I'm at no point am I like, you know what would make this game more realistic is ammunition and reloading. That's what it needs. I've done real ammunition management. It's not fun in real life. It's actually it's what I probably hated about war the most was the logistics side. It's not enjoyable by any stretch. In fact, it was part of the, like, no bullshit, that was part of my decision-making process when I was like, I think I'm done with the army. I thought about that inventory management in combat. I was like, yeah, I never want to do that again. I think I'm done. Now, it certainly wasn't the primary reason why I left, but it was a reason. It was not 0 on my list of things I never wanted to do again. Guess I'm finished blowing up everything. Huh? More spiders. Oh, that's right. I'm out of pistol ammo. No worries. Got a weapon that behaves a lot like a pistol. Handgun. Ooh, that silencer is nice. 4 stars, eh? I can't use it right now because I don't have any ammunition, but I can definitely put it in place. Upgraded from 3 to 4, baby. Progress. Oh, the AG5 extended magazine. That probably will be switching to the AG5 here in the not too distant future. Although right now my SMG is properly supplied with ammunition, so I don't need to switch. Although I kind of would like to. Wait, it wants me to leave the place, or is the actual office it wants me to go to down that corridor? Hey, ladder on top of a thing. What's going up here? This is incredibly difficult to do, but it might be worth it. Might be a thing up here. Yeah, the game doesn't actually have like a straight, like you're at an angle no matter how you slice it, so it's hard to know if you're facing the right way. Like I'm doing right now. Hello, through the rafters. They programmed the rafters not to have clipping. That's actually pretty smart. I'd be caught on the terrain right now if that wasn't the case. Robots? How far is the office? Far enough that I'm gonna have to kill these guys. What up, G? Listen, let's be friends. I heard your dumbass friend, but I don't see him. There he is. Hey, sexy. Gotcha, bitch. I was hoping he'd get close to that gas station. I could have did his monkey ass up at the gas station. Star Ocean Last Hope was good, but poor voice acting. Yeah, the voice acting was absolutely terrible in that game. I dug Star Ocean The Last Hope, though. I liked it better than 3, which isn't saying much because 3 was annoying. But, let's see. There seems to be Coastal Artillery Fortress. Yes, I've been there. Actually completed that. Oh, what's funny is I've completed. This is interesting because I've done the whole surrounding area of this fort, and I'm guessing now that the collectible items that didn't show up in the towns I was in that were supposed to be part of the quest are there now because I just got the quest as part of my mission. Like this I never had this quest before, but I have been to Fort Torsberg. I've cleared it out. Oh, wait a minute. No, no, no. That's not accurate. This must be something. Find any. Oh, okay. No, it's just completing it. All right. Cool, cool, cool. That's everything. This mission should be complete. So this is interesting because all of the aircraft that the Swedes are using are Russian aircraft. So you would think they'd use U.S. designed aircraft and not Russian designed aircraft. But now they're talking about talking to the Kremlin. Yeah, no, Tor's Burger got overrun. West complete. Biatch. Give it up. Right. So that mission is done. I just blew up this whole place. Complete my mission. See if there's anything here to explore, though. I could certainly use some more ammunition. Some dude in game dev said, "Hey man, there are us guys that's going to enjoy this game way too much," and the game dev was like, "What? We can't have that." Yeah, ammo and inventory management. It's totally. I really believe it's Dungeons and Dragons infecting game design, which is unfortunate. Because if you want to play a board game where you make up stories and dress up in costumes, knock yourself out. If you dig it, do it. Live your life and have fun. But I think also MMOs were built with a lot of Dungeons and Dragons philosophy. I don't know that for a fact because I don't really play them. But all the annoying shit that I've seen, well, I have played them. The things I hate about them are usually time wasty, story driven, kill the rats in the basement. Like, man, get out of here. But yeah, I feel like Dungeons and Dragons and MMOs have done enough to ruin video games because I think what Dungeons and Dragons is doesn't always necessarily translate well to a gaming experience. I imagine like if I was a PC gamer from the 80s as a kid who grew up playing a lot of these text-driven adventures like Ultima and stuff, that's okay. Like if you're sitting at a computer and you're reading and you're having a good time with the lore, that does make sense. But like when I'm playing a shooter, like when I'm playing a game that puts a gun in my hand, there's some assumptions I'm going to make about this experience. It's probably going to be running. There's going to be a fair amount of shooting. Like there's going to be things that require me to be agile, fast, and quick-witted, not stop in a room to check my inventory for 45 minutes. Like, that's just not playing. That's doing chores. And I think some people enjoy on it, and I mean this. I'm not being sarcastic. I think some people actually really enjoy checking things off of a to-do list. I mean, I enjoy it to a certain degree. It's why I like achievements, right? But when what I have to check off the to-do list is so tedious and annoying, like tedious is a polite way to put some of this stuff. Some of it's just bad. It's like when that's what you are. Like, I feel like it took us 2 generations to figure out how to make 3D not suck. And because 3D sucked so bad for those 2 generations, I feel like less focus may, I don't know this, it's just an idea. I feel like it's very possible that less focus was put on making the game experience great and more focus was put on making it mechanically function well. Because if you remember, 3D games in the beginning were not good. I mean, it's part of the reason why I stopped gaming was all this focus on 3D, and it sucked. And we're doing platforming in 3D, which I still think is dumb, but whatever. Uh, but yeah, it's just think it was how do we make these games not suck so bad in 3D? Because now everybody wants 3D. Okay, I bet this one over. Switch to the back. I miss the PS2 RPG. These new games can't keep me playing for too long. I just get bored because they force you to play a certain way. Why I love GameStop. I wait for people to spend 60, 70 on it. I get it pre-owned. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, but if you like what PlayStation 2 RPGs do you like though? Because a lot of what I bitch about in video games is really bad in the PlayStation 2 generation. Like I felt like it wasn't until the Xbox 360 generation that games even really started to get playable again because they were basically just interactive. Like what RPGs did you play during the PS2 era that you loved that weren't long ass boring stories with really linear no exploration because the technology couldn't handle it in 3D? Like please enlighten me, man. I need to start collecting some of these games. Right, Dara says Nintendo knew how to make 3D games. Only exception. Nah, even their stuff sucked at first. Now I will give you their stuff sucked a lot less. Super Mario 3D World. I'm sorry, Super Mario. What was this? Super Mario 64 in 3D sucked a lot less than other games of that era. I will give you that. But to say Nintendo knew how to do it, nah. And keep in mind, Nintendo really just made platformers. Like they didn't have to make complicated horror games where you're running in and out of houses and doing 3D melee, craziness like some of these games do now. But um, yeah, uh, I'll say the games on Nintendo 64 in terms of 3D sucked quite a bit less than some of the stuff I played on PlayStation. But still sucked. Still wasn't amazing. I guess for the time, you might be able to call Super Mario 64 amazing. I didn't personally think it was. It was good. I enjoyed it. I did 100% completion on it. But what are you gonna do? A lot of Nintendo 3D games didn't control of the camera sometimes. Sucks. Yeah. Yeah, but I think Mario 64 had the best camera at the time. Had the best camera control. I think if I played it now, I'd think it was a nightmare. But back then, it was actually pretty good. I was like, oh, this gives me all the visibility I need. Thanks, Mario. Certainly not perfect, but it's functional. Yeah. All right, let's drop off some here. Let's do some inventory management. Our favorite thing in this game. It's 100% our favorite thing. Not debatable. It's the best thing that ever happened in video games. Is inventory management. I wish there was a game just called inventory management. Maybe I should make it. I should just make a game called inventory management, and that's all you do in the game. Just manage inventory. Sleeper hit of the year. Wrong door. And dead. Oh, Chambers. Have I played Odin Sphere? Yes. I've played one of the sequels of it. It's okay. I have it on PS4. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. It's old pretty quick, but I have played it. Clem says Final Fantasy X. Okay, Final Fantasy X was a good one. Let's see. I think Banjo Kazooie. So I've never even played Banjo. I think I played it on Xbox 360. Like, what in the f is this? I think it got about 8 minutes out of me before I was like, yeah, I never need to do that again. Never played Donkey Kong 64. I have the ROM on my PC. Played it in 4K. I did. I played Donkey. I rented Donkey Kong 64 when it came out. Hated it. I think that game got about 14 minutes out of me. I just don't like platformers, so that should be said. I'm not a big fan of platformer games. They're most certainly not my thing. But I get it. People dig them. Here we are. Now we're smoking. Now we don't have to die this time. Oh man, it's got the doors that don't open. You whore. Chicka, chicka. Other door. Yes, yes, you can. Come on. Got this. Yes! Watch my skills. Oh, Jesus. Watch my skills, Jesus. About to platform into this jump. I think I won't, ho. I will figure it out. I'm getting in this trailer. Whoop your monkey ass for not letting me in the trailer in the first place. Get in there, ho. Get your ass in the trailer. And ain't nothing in here either. Did all that jumping. Nothing. I will. Ooh. Oh, that didn't kill me? That's funny. Oh, for sure, that was a wrap. All right. I guess we finished that quest line, did we? Hey, how many? I thought I already had all the bunkers figured out. Two 1,000 kilometers I've traveled in this game. That's crazy. Ooh, I only have to kill 5 more harvesters. Dang, I've killed 230. I already got the tank achievement, so I just need to kill 5 more harvesters. I didn't realize I'd already killed 10 of those things. Good lord. Distracted machine. Yeah, I've done 12 of these, so shouldn't I have the relay achievement? Feel like we should, Billy. Hey, Gurn. Ah, it's Apocalypse class. I thought it was Phoenix class. That's why. Okay, that makes sense. It's like, shouldn't I have killed? Got that achievement, but it's Apocalypse class, not Phoenix class. Got it. Yeah, I can't believe I don't have Fashionista already. It seems impossible, but maybe not. I've got two lighthouses. All right, so I must have the beacon achievement. Then. I didn't. I don't remember getting it, but I must have. All right, yeah. Apparently, I must have it. I don't remember unlocking it, but I must have. Okay, so I do have kill switch. All right, I guess I got it and didn't remember getting it. I did level up though. Should I put me skill point on? I don't know yet. Me ain't looking into it deep enough. Your bontons. Carry capacity, I leveled up real quick. This is actually a really good specialty right here. I think it's gonna make me run faster. That's a really good thing. But yeah, see, I do need to lower my recoil. So like, I can level out of the recoil problems, but the game is so stingy with experience points that it's like, damn, I don't know that I'm gonna level up enough to do everything I want. It's like, which one of these do I really want, right? And remote hacking I thought was going to be amazing, but you always have like a barely a chance to do it. So far, all the times I've done it, it's worked like once. And the bigger the enemy, the less it works. So it's like, why did you even? Why is this a leveling thing? And you give me an ability that I can only use 15% of the times. It's only going to work, you know, it's only going to work 15 out of 100 times. Like how? Why would I level up all game for that? Somebody help me understand how that shit's supposed to. Video games, man. Mm-hmm. Marksman would actually be a really cool one to have if I was fighting from distance most of the time. I will do this, we'll do this. I think we need all the survival ones, and then I want to start working on combat stuff. Well, I never really looked at this side at all. Alright, keep grinding. Meantime, between time, go blow us up a relay. That HP 5 is a level 4? Say what? Ho? Hell yeah. Wait a minute. And it takes the SMG ammo. Roger. We're doing that immediately. Go ahead and give me that. Get your ass up out of here. Ah, I don't have the magazine extender. Scheisse. Alright, so we need to roll with what we already got until I get that. That's going to make this not awesome. Let's try it out, though. Let's see what it's up to. Let's see what it's up to. Love that they know exactly where I'm taking the shots from. That's something that shooter video games also need to stop doing. Is they make the enemies too smart and powerful. Like that AI wise, they're kind of dumb, but knowing exactly where you are the minute you start shooting at them is like, word. You're able to figure all that out. Hey, shotgun lover. Kick ass. The elegant tailcoat. ElegantTailcoats.com. That's still not the achievement yet. How many more of these bastards do I need to kill? I know it's 15 total or whatever. How many is that? Tell me. Oh, wow! Fisticuffs! This is fisticuffs. I'll at you. Okay, I guess grenades aren't doing anything today. Is that... All right. If I could use the PS4 controller to play everything, I would. It says right there. Ah, good water. Yeah, you did tell it, Clem. Well said. Oh wow, this should not be open. Close that. It's gonna be different. So as well as this. None at all. Save file. It was the 3rd of September. Mm-hmm. Day I'll always remember. Yes, I will. 'Cause that was the day my daddy died. Ah, hello there, sir. Trying to switch weapons. It's not letting me. Oh, that's not what I wanted. This isn't what I thought it was. Peace, bitch. You did. You did as hell. Who else wants some of Debo? I got all you need right here, biatch. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. What do you want? Just come on and get it over with so I can waste all my ammunition shooting you in the face. It sounds like a drone. See if I can get eyes on. Whatever. You'll figure it out. Something sounds very not pleased that we just blew up their friends. Up, spiders. I hear them. Where are they? Alright, so we're almost close to Kunta Kinte or Cliente Town. Let's just head there, I guess. Stay in the woods, please. Not travel on the hardball, brother. See your ass. And you're gonna get all kind of spiders. They're gonna send all the spiders. I wish like one of the quests was find the spider factory and destroy it. Give me the achievement so I can stop shooting these damn things with a sniper rifle. Hurry up! Alright. Thought I heard a drone. All that hollering. You have nothing better to do with your time, ho? Besides make all that noise. Where your friends at? Send your friends out here so I can kill them too. Hurry up and get this achievement so I can stop shooting your dumbasses with sniper rifles. This is it right here. Achievement time, bitches. Why does it sound like a train? No, wrong weapon, you big dummy. Obviously, I'm not trying to pull out a sniper rifle, you whore. Of course, I have to reload. Take a couple of seconds because they love wasting the player's time for the sake of immersion. Gotta get immersed. Right now, I'm not immersed. Right now, I'm frustrated. I'm getting ambushed when I'm just trying to walk, and they're sending 47 stupid ass robots after me, which are not going to give me any experience points worth the fight happening. Alright, now can I get back to what I was doing, you whores? Ah, the wolf. B486. They call him the wolf. He's got a nickname. Out there wolfing people. Kente, Kunta Kente town, boy. Got a mission, a collectible, and a weapon. It's a good one. Hopefully, can I finally get a sniper rifle? Instead of these sorry ass hunting rifles y'all keep giving a brother? How you like them apples? Just walk right by me. That's funny. That dude just walked right by me. Not a care in the world. Like, I ain't fighting today. Tired. I don't feel like doing what I was programmed to do. Drop that fuel canister off your back, hoe. Alright. Now then. Ah, the Hokage. I'll let you. Oh wow, I didn't think we were getting it here. Nice. And there's nothing in here. So I guess not that nice. Oh, I wonder if you have to get 200 different types of apparel. I wonder if that's why the achievement didn't pop. Because technically, this would be one thing, not seven. That would be weird. So if it's not counting each piece, then I only have 80 some pieces of clothing and not 200. So you have to have 200 unique pieces of clothing that aren't a derivative of some other piece of clothing, then I still got some exploring to do. Otherwise, I think the game might have daggum cheated me, which this game does. It cheats a lot. Doesn't give you your achievements when it's supposed to, but not to worry, eventually the game will crash, and when you turn it back on, all those achievements you should have had will probably pop. Apparently, programming achievements to pop in a game when they're supposed to is hard. I wouldn't know. I've never programmed anything to have achievements. Now, I told you, monkey ass. There you are. Give it up. Give me the goods, ho. I'm not in the mood now. Ah, there's some. Got the punk pants, light gray. It's kind of a cool looking town. Yeah, still nothing in these rooms. Okay. I guess there's a reason why they made that room explorable. They wanted us to see their expert 1980s computer art designs. I guess that's a thing, right? One thing the pimp of the year is not about to do is let his hoes run amok. Trying to Tony Hawk my way on that situation. Ah, side quest coming up. I see Mog and Freeman. Oh, word? I thought for sure that'd be explorable. I like these apartments, man. This is kind of a cool little. Got kind of a nice ring to it. Uh oh. Ah, it's the biggins. Let's get out of sight. I don't feel like fighting these bastards right now. Not in the mood to get shitty experience points for wasting my bullets. Oh, too late. You know what? Just run into the fight so we can get it over with. God bless America. Where are these whores? And spiders. My favorite. What up, Black? All in your ass. Sniped your ass, ho. Get your dumb ass out of here. Yeah, come on, spiders. Stupid ass robots.com. Let's see what's in the garage. Oh wow, oh, there it is. Together. It's all part of the game. It's all part of the game. Oh, there's one over the sink. Don't throw in the towel. I'll try not to. Keep making your game be annoying, and I will. Is that gas? What the hell is that? Oh, it's the TV. Hey, Atari. Listen, man. Listen. You got to go. Can't be ruining people's lives no more. I won't let you. Don't throw in the towel. They are really trying to drive a message home in this house. And if we're doing everything that we need to do. Ah, side quest. Ooh, a second TV. Oh, the Wizard of Oz. Come on, sniper rifle. Let's go. Oh. That nonsense. Yeah, the digital journal on the computer has a last entry dated on the invasion November 10th. That's in a couple of days. Y'all get ready. Sweden, get ready. You got a week till the robots show up. Except this was back in 1989, so you got a week and you got to go back about 30 years. Hmm. Mission. You know what? I think I did this quest. Didn't I find this guy's gear? Computer Journal mentioned someone bringing a bunch of supplies and heading to a known tavern located at Lookout Point. I'm pretty sure I did that. And because he left a note for like his lover, I think, who was supposed to meet him there. But according to the mission log, I do not have that note, so this must be a wholly separate quest. And let's see if it marked my map. It says it's in the mountain region, which is what we're in. And yeah, okay, so no, I have not done this part. It's down south in Muscatoken, or whatever that place is called. How do you say it? Muscudin, Muscudin, Konnichiwa. I have to look closely at Clint's emoticons because they're so small on my screen I can't see what they're doing. But it looks like a thumbs up with green lasers shooting out of his hand. That's pretty cool. That's definitely a way to give somebody the thumbs up. Shoot a couple lasers out of your hands, they'll pay attention. Whatever you gotta say, you have their full attention after the green lasers come out your hands. This is, this is the first town I've been in where I'm like, this. I like being in the town. It's actually kind of cool. Let me check that text that just came in real quick. Make sure it's not something I need to respond to. Ah, got it, got it, got it. I will definitely follow up with you, my friend. Oh, TikTok sent me something too, and apparently my online course wants to send me some money. Sure, send it. Send it. Send the money if you must. What does this one say? Everything in its own time. Game time. Ah, game time. Expose, punk pants red. You can't have too many punk pants. You dig? Got to have your punk pants together. Clack, clack, y'all. All right. We have thoroughly searched this crib. Oh, not yet, ho. Ah, hooker, you better get. My first grader asked me what a hooker was today, or last night, rather. I had to pretend like I said something else. Like, I didn't say hooker. I said booker. The guy who schedules shows for music groups and comedians. Which is really just called a promoter, but we're calling him a booker. I actually explained all this to him. I was like, a booker, it's actually a promoter. I just gave it a different name. Yeah, because your dad's retarded. It says horrible things around you that you're probably going to say at school tomorrow. My dad was talking to the hookers, and he kept yelling at him. Oh, son, is your dad a pimp? Are you safe? Are you safe right now, son? Nod your head yes if you're safe inside your house during school. Yeah, my dad said something about he was the pimp of the year, 17 years running. I don't know what that means. Yeah, just sit tight, son. We're sending people to the house. And then most likely it would be my buddy that's on the SWAT team. Like, bro, we got reports that you're running, you're pimping. What's going on? Nothing. Schools are stupid, and they believe what 6-year-olds say. Yes. I may have rehearsed this scenario a time or two, given the things I say around my children that most people find reprehensible. I notice in these other regions, man, the game lately has been somewhat stingified with giving me gear, especially weapons, and especially decent weapons. Not even the great ones, just decent ones. And the augment, the mods that I need to put on my weapons to make them crank. Like the game has definitely slowed down giving me that stuff, which okay, I get it. Want to be MMO? All game designers want you to play their game for 140 hours. Like, dude, 5-hour game is more than welcome. Just make it dope. It doesn't need to be terribly long. Seeks shall find power. One. Is that a church? Oh yeah, it is. There's a whole other part to this town, bruh. Kunta Kinte Harbor, baby. Kunta Kinte should have a harbor named after him, even though he's a fictitious character. I feel like there should be a Kunta Kinte Harbor like in San Francisco. Welcome to Kunta Kinte Harbor, named after the fictitious slave who apparently, according to the last rendition of his character, fought in the Revolutionary War against the Americans before he became a slave. Ooh, another side quest. Yes, sirree. Or is that the same one we already have? It's the same one we already have. Submachine gun silencer. Oh man, come on, guys. Really, a level two? I've already started getting level five stuff. You can't possibly think this many hours into the game I'm still using level two gear, unless it's the gear I've been using since the beginning of the game, because that's all you gave me. Yeah, hookers. I don't need more of it. I need better than it. Everyone's here. Knows their way. All right, now put something good in here for a change, developers. Nope. Wow, that's kind of sad. Oopsie. Hey B, I'm heading out earlier tonight. I want to start on the Outliers. Thanks for being awesome. I hope you do. Hope we do get to do this again mañana. Yeah, man. Word up. Have a good night, brother. Enjoy yourself out there. Be safe. You keep being awesome too, man. Thanks for being here, and thanks for being so consistent in being here, man. I really appreciate that. More than you guys probably realize, and certainly more than I talk about. I should talk about it more. Either way, man, have a great night. Have a fantastic evening. I'm going to jump this fence, whether the fence likes it or not. Didn't I see a church in the distance? Yeah, there it is. All right. I saw me a church. I know a church when I see one, Jesus. Can't hide no church from me. Why would Jesus hide a church from you? Well, that's how we play. Allergies are not a game, bro. Allergies under control. Ooh, denim pants like gray. I look mighty sexy in some denim pants like gray, boy. Ready for me? I do like the fact that even though falling in the water doesn't let you swim, which fine. I hate swimming in video games, so thanks. I'm just glad it doesn't kill you. Like it just respawns you, doesn't take any of your health. It's just like, ah, you made a mistake. Let it ride. Thanks, game designers. That's a nice touch. You didn't want to have to bother programming swimming physics, which I don't blame you. Swimming physics always suck. Always suck. So thank you for not doing it. And thank you for not letting falling in the water kill us. Nice touch. Ah, come on, sniper rifle. Ah, again with the hunting rifles. So close. Oops. I did not mean to grab all of that. Hey! Good God, that's loud. Jesus. Ah, oh, sweet Lord. I got the game turned down, but the damn Xbox operating system is on crack volume. Good sweet Lord, that scared the shit out of me. But hey, we got our fashionista achievement. We did not go without achievements tonight, friends. We did it. make another bike. Obsessed with bikes. Hey, a paint car. What's that about? The paint car got in it. Anything good? Like a rocket launcher? No. I'd put a rocket launcher in a paint car because no one would think to look there. If I needed to hide a rocket launcher, buy a pink car, throw it in there. No one's looking for your rocket launcher in a pink car. Be like, hey, he just bought a pink car. He's probably gay. Leave him alone. But their first thought wouldn't be, that's where you hid the rocket launcher. Their first thought would not be that is where he hid the rocket launcher. Right, does this safe house have the recycle bin? I hope so. Find out. Looks like they put it upstairs again. Not the first time they've done that. Oh, I got some more handgun ammo. That's grateful for that. Definitely needed it. Although I think I'm actually about to turn my handgun in for a baseball bat. Try some of this melee action. So it's like you have to use a sniper rifle on seekers and rocket launchers on seekers. It's like they want you to do the whole thing. Getting heavy. Yep, can't store any of my stuff because this game is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Ding, 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 ding. So I gotta drop that there because the crafting table you can only recycle things and store things until you get to 250 weight. So, no, whatever you were gonna say next. All right, gang. I'm gonna shut it here. I may come back a little bit later, but for now, I'm going to shut down. So you guys stay strong. I love you much. Try to have some fun tonight before you go to bed. We'll talk soon. If I come back tonight, I'll see you then. If not, I'll most likely see you tomorrow. Stay strong.